Hi guys, welcome to another STEMY Academy video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make Oobleck and talk about some of its interesting properties. So let's get started. To make Oobleck, the first thing you're going to need to do is get all of your ingredients. So in front of me I have a bowl with 2/3 of a cup of cornstarch, and then I also have a cup with 1/3 of a cup of water. And if you want to color your Oobleck, just go ahead and put some food coloring in that water. And I also have a mixing utensil. So then the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that water and pour it into my bowl of cornstarch. And then I'm going to take my mixing utensil and mix it all up until I get a super homogeneous mixture without any big chunks. So I'll see you back in a sec once I get this all mixed up. Once you get that all mixed up, you have Oobleck. And so what I want you guys to do if you make Oobleck is to try a few things with your Oobleck. So first, I want you to take your fingers and press your fingers in really hard on the Oobleck. Do you notice anything? Well, it turns solid. Now what if you put your fingers in slowly? And now it turns all gooey and liquid. Isn't that crazy? Now excuse me for the next couple of minutes as I try to get all of that goo off of my hands. Okay, now once I got that goo off my hands, I want you guys to try bouncing a tennis ball into the Oobleck. And you notice how it bounces right off and none of the goo gets on the tennis ball. So to understand Oobleck, you have to understand two important concepts. So the first one is viscosity. So viscosity is just a word for how much something flows. So take for instance if I have a cup of honey and if I have a cup of water. Now what do you think will happen if I pour the two cups? Well, the cup with water is going to flow out a lot faster than the cup with honey. So that means that water has a higher viscosity than honey does because it flows a lot more than honey. And the second concept you need to understand is Newtonian fluids. So Newtonian fluids are substances whose viscosity only changes with temperature. So that means whether it's a solid or a liquid or a gas only depends on its temperature. So if you take for instance water becomes a gas at 212 degrees Fahrenheit and becomes a solid at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And temperature is the only thing that could change whether water is a solid, liquid, or a gas. But Oobleck is very special because it's a non-Newtonian fluid. So that just means that other factors besides temperature affect whether the fluid acts as a solid, liquid, or a gas. So remember how I put my fingers in the Oobleck really hard versus when I put them in the Oobleck really soft? Well, when I put my fingers in the Oobleck really hard, I created a lot of pressure. So that pressure made the Oobleck turn solid. And so the fact that pressure could change whether the Oobleck turns liquid or solid makes it a non-Newtonian fluid. And this happens because the cornstarch within the Oobleck, it pounds really hard together when a lot of pressure is put on it, so it creates a solid. Now you know about viscosity and non-Newtonian fluids. But why is this important? Well, one interesting application of non-Newtonian fluids is in liquid armor. So liquid armor is a vest that soldiers often wear into battlefields, and what happens is that when someone tries to shoot them, the bullet turns the non-Newtonian fluid solid, so the bullet can't go through the vest and hurt the soldiers. It's also used a lot of the time in road holes, and they put non-Newtonian fluids in the holes so that when a car runs over them, the pressure turns the non-Newtonian fluid solid, and this prevents the holes from getting bigger. And aside from this, it's just used in a lot of household objects, like for instance, your toothpaste is a non-Newtonian fluid, so is ketchup and shampoo, and even your own blood is a non-Newtonian fluid. I hope you guys learned a lot today, and keep an eye out for the next video. Bye!